this truck is coming out to come back in to make the right. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. Autopilot Eats here. We got our next destination up in terms of where we're going. So let me plug in FSD, Tron's ready to rock and roll, and we'll get it going. So I'm kind of parked here on the side here. FSD isn't rolling. Let's give it some accelerator push there, and then it gets it rolling here, which is amazing. So I'll tell you all about our destination shortly after we get past this green light here. Got to make a left at the light here to get to where we need to go here. So let's see how FSD makes this left turn here. Has a turn signal on, which is good. And oh yeah, it kills it. It does it well there, everyone. I don't have to put the accelerator on there or anything like that, so that's great. So everyone, oh my goodness, everyone. Today we're going to Harold's New York Deli. Oh my goodness, Harold's. Now, everyone, I have not been to Harold's ever before. So this is one of the, oh, person's got the door open here. FSD is okay there. I would have kept the same there. Probably would have gave it a little bit more space to the left there. But I don't know why people just pop open a door like that on a street like this. So Harold's New York Deli, that's where we're going to today, everyone. So Harold's, everyone, is actually known for big size sandwiches, specifically corned beef and pastrami. But they also serve roast beef and then also beef tongue. Now, everyone, I don't like the beef tongue there. Haven't tried it before, but that's one thing, everyone, I can't say for certainty. I'll probably never try. I'm not even going to risk it, everyone, and say, yeah, I'll try that one day. Nope, I ain't going to try it. Okay, I don't know if the body alone, everyone, can take beef tongue. Okay, for those in the comments and you like, man, I love some beef tongue. Let me know that and tell me how it tastes, because I'll just hear from you. I won't be eating it myself. So yeah, so it's known for the big size sandwiches, everyone. Interesting enough, everyone, they actually go by portion sizes kind of similar to McDonald's French fries. So they got the junior sandwich, the large sandwich, and then an extra large sandwich. Got to make this right turn here to merge here into the south entrance here. Everyone, we got about 23 minutes to get there, so let me hold off on the extra large on the sandwich sizes here, and let me see how FSD gets into the merging lane here for the highway. Let's see how it does it here. We got a car in front of us here. Everyone, we have to merge into the left here. There is a car coming, but they're kind of back. So this is good. So I think we're going to merge pretty great there. FSD thankfully puts on the signal there, which is amazing. And it's okay. It's going to stay right here. Oh no, it's going to try to push it to the next lane here. We got a couple of cars on the left side of us, so we can't. Everyone, so in a situation like this, right? Thinking about this, I wish FSD would just turn off the signal and just keep it pushing if it can't see that we can't get into the left here. But it's hoping the people are generous on the left-hand side of us, on the left lane, but they're just not in North Jersey. They're just not generous. Okay, so we just have a left lane on here cruising up on this lane here. So now we get some breathing room here. FSD pulls it here into the left lane. Okay, so this is good. All right, so everyone, we got about 10 miles here on the highway here. Let's see how this goes. But as you all know, on my drives here, on the highway is actually pretty smooth. Outside of some hiccups here and there with sometimes the hard braking, but for the most part, it's pretty smooth. I would say it's probably about a 9 out of 10 in terms of smoothness, almost close to a 10 at that. Okay, so going back to the port side, so everyone, so they got the junior sandwich, the large sandwich, and then the extra large sandwich that serves up to 8 people. Now, I don't know why they have those particular sizes there. Interesting enough, everyone, I was looking at the pricing for the junior sandwich, because I'm going to get that because that feeds about 1 to 2 people. It, for some strange reason, cost about $23, $24 just for that sandwich alone. Now I get it. It's probably going to be a big size portion. It's probably going to be the meat is probably going to be just flowing out of that sandwich there, based upon what I've seen in the pictures there. But it still doesn't make any sense to me as terms of why they would have so many different sizes. I don't know. Maybe that's just me, but hey, they may shock me when I get there. So again, everyone, I've never been there. It's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Those in the comments, let me know if you've been there. How was your experience there when you did win, and so on. So everyone, that's what sandwiches that Harold's got. Now I'm going, everyone, to get to pastrami. Now I would have probably done the corned beef, but I was like, maybe not today. I've actually, everyone, don't laugh at me, but I've never had corned beef. Now I will say it is something is on my radar to try, but I don't know if I want to try the corned beef today. I think I'm just going to go with the pastrami junior sandwich and see how it goes from there. I will say if the pastrami is good, I think at a later point in the future, I'll go back to try the corned beef and see how it is. But that's what we're working with today, unless I go in there and someone changes my mind. But I don't think it's going to happen. Okay. So that is everyone, Harold's New York Deli. Now, why are we going there, everyone? I kid you not, everyone. Someone else told me about this place and was like, look, I saw you did a food review on a sandwich spot, but I think this sandwich spot tops that sandwich spot you went to. And y'all all know the sandwich spot I'm talking about is George's Subs in Union. But this one here, Harold's, is in Edison. Everyone, I hope they're not lying. I hope they're not, everyone. I've done one other place, Fluffy's, that someone recommended to me. And so now this place, Harold's, is the second person, everyone. I hope, everyone, we go 2 out of 2. I hope so. I checked online for the reviews, everyone. Not saying I didn't believe the person here, but I checked all the reviews online, everyone. The reviews are crazy. Like, I think it's like a 4.5, 4.6 or something like that. It is pretty wild. I'm not even gonna lie. So I don't know why that is. I'm assuming, everyone, I'm hoping it's because it's gotta be good. It's gotta be. Man, I just hope it's good. I just hope. I don't want to have these high expectations, everyone, and then all of a sudden the expectations goes right out the window as soon as I taste that sandwich. I know y'all have had some similar experiences where you've had high expectations for something and then you get there and you're so disappointed because it don't taste right. Something's off about it, or they're missing something. So I'm hoping, everyone, that's not the case. So I don't want to hype this all up right now, everyone, on the drive. And then when we get to the review, everyone, they're going to be looking at me like, this guy was hyping this junk up and now it's not even that good. And I'm going to be like, dang, maybe I should never done that. So some other things, everyone, I wanted to kind of talk about here is some Tesla news. Now, there's been a couple of updates. The first thing, everyone, I want to say is, I don't know, for those of you who do have Teslas, if you've been noticing a trend here, but for some strange reason, Tesla has been sending emails, and I do mean emails, on a weekly basis, comparative to like how they would do it in the past, where it'd be like a once in a month email. But now they're sending weekly emails, which I don't know, everyone, if that's a good thing or not, but I don't think it is. It seems to me, everyone, as if either one, they're trying to market a little bit more to people, or they're having a difficult time selling some of their cars. I think it's probably the latter, in terms of, I think they're just a hard time selling their cars right now. Even though the prices are low, I think people are just not buying or trying to buy Teslas at this point. And it's unfortunate in terms of where they are right now, in terms of the company at this particular time. Because back in the day, everyone, when I got my Tesla, everyone, they wasn't doing no emails or none of that. But now they're almost trying to take a page or cut a page out of Rivian's book, sending emails here frequently to owners, and then also sending just regular updates about, hey, we're doing this at our Tesla store. Stop on by to test drive one of our cars. So I think they're seeing some pressure. Some other Tesla news, everyone, is that I don't know if you all have seen this yet, and when I released this, unfortunately, This news is probably old. It's yesterday's news at this point. It's old news at this point. But I wanted to talk about, everyone, the new Model S and then X. Everyone, I can't say it's a new Model S and X, but I can say it's a refreshed version, right? So a refreshed version at this point for the new Model S and X. So everyone, what's been noted that I've seen so far on the refreshed versions of the S and X are the following. And I'll make sure to put this up on the screen there. A front bumper camera. Everyone, I don't even think we should go any further than the front bumper camera. How in the world, everyone, was the first version of the car that Tesla made of the new Model Y to have the front bumper camera? Why didn't they put that, and then they follow, well, actually, no, I'm sorry, the Cybertruck first, and then the new Model Y. Why couldn't they put that on the S and X previously? I don't know why. It sounds kind of strange to me why they would do that in that kind of order there, especially when there's been cars out there, everyone, that have had the front bumper camera, and Tesla just decided, okay, I guess since everybody wants it, let's put it on there now. It's just like, dang, man, like, put that on there sooner rather than later, all right? So they got the front bumper camera, okay? They got finally the adaptive high beams and the matrix headlights for the S and X, okay? And then they got the LED lighting, of course, across the dash and then into the back. And then followed by, everyone, some new color options in terms of paint color, and then also wheel options too as well. Okay, that glacier blue actually looks pretty fire. I'm not even going front with y'all. Everyone, if I see that new glacier blue at some point, oof, I might have to stop by and take a photo of that thing in person, because oof, if the photos look exactly how it is in person, oh man, that's a good color. Okay, and there's some new wheel designs that look okay. I think they're all right. I think they'll probably have to grow on me here. And of course, they made some new materials inside. It's a little bit different inside in terms of the bolster of the seat there. And then a smoother ride, quieter ride, and then it also says the suspension has been a little bit refined. Now, everyone, all of that sounds great in theory, but how does it sound in practice? I want to see. I'll probably have to, at some point, once they start doing test drives for this thing, I'll have to see for myself how it actually is improved, and probably compare that to the old Model S and X here, because I'm just curious, everyone. And it just last, everyone, they just updated 5 miles of range here, added 5 miles, additional miles on the range here for the long all-wheel drive long range Model S. Okay, FSD is making a left turn here on the highway here, so this is good. Okay, now everyone, so you're thinking it's probably going to be the same price, right? They updated the price. How in the world, everyone, you can't tell me by those features I just listed that why would they update the price of $4,500 to $5,000 in increase for both the all-wheel drive versions and the plaid versions of the S and the X? Someone in the comments, let me know, how does that make any sense? Please, someone in the comments, I'm begging someone in the comments, let me know, how does that make any sense? I don't understand. How do you add those updates and then all of a sudden say, hey, by the way, everybody, I just want to let y'all know, we're going to update the price to $4,500 to $5,000 across the board with the S and the X. Okay? Everyone, y'all all know the S and the X are not the most popular versions of Teslas anyway. It's the 3 and the Y. So why would they update the price? I just don't get that. All right? You're already having a difficult time selling those cars. Why update the price even though it's a refresh? Okay? It just didn't make any sense to me. I just don't understand it, everyone. Because you know what the funny thing is about the S and the X that's refreshed? You know what they're missing? Outside of front bumper camera, because now they have it. Okay? You know what they're missing similar to the Cybertruck? They're steer by wire. How do you miss that? And I don't know, everyone, if they had the 48 volt architecture similar to the Cybertruck here. If they don't, everyone, how did they miss that? If they added steer-by-wire, and I think if they added the 48 volt architecture here, everyone, I think maybe, just maybe, they might have a sale. Okay? They might have a sale. But right now, everyone, if I had to compare the S and X, everyone, the new refreshed S and X to the, now at this point now, I can't even call it old because it's really not old. But the older version, the previous version of the S and X, it sounds kind of familiar, everyone, to the iPhone. Y'all remember when the iPhone 13 came out? That was like pretty good. And then Apple released the iPhone 14, which was literally the same exact thing as the 13. Some fine refinements, some miniature fine refinements, but it really wasn't anything that was like noticeable. You couldn't look at the car and be like, oh yeah, that's the refreshed version of the, that's the updated version of the iPhone. You couldn't even tell. That's literally what Tesla just did. Okay, someone in the comments let me know if I'm wrong. Everyone, I'll put a photo up of the iPhone 13 and the 14. Tell me what the difference is. Everyone, I'm telling you right now, outside the paint color and the new wheel color, you could not tell the difference, I don't think, on that car. Tesla, you can't do that. You cannot do that. And then ask people for more money. Something don't sound right, everyone. It just don't sound right, all right? We're getting off here, everyone, exit 129 here, to try to get here into Edison here. We're about 7 minutes out here. Thankfully, everyone, we're not continuing on the Parkway because, woo, yeah, there's definitely some delays ahead because of everyone going down to the shore, the Jersey Shore here. Okay, so everyone, you know what would have made this a good selling point is if Tesla, similar to the iPhone here, made the biggest leap when Apple made the iPhone 8, and then they leaped bounds by doing the iPhone 10. Everyone, when I tell you the iPhone 10, I don't want to say it was revolutionary for its time, but man, that was a revolutionary thing because the biggest jump that they made from the Touch ID in the iPhone 8 to the Face ID in the 10, and then it looked noticeably different on the front and the back. And then the refinements inside was like, oh wow, okay, that's a big difference. Who wouldn't want to get the iPhone 10 in that case here, okay? So that was me personally, everyone. Oh my goodness, got some confusion over here on the left hand side. Thankfully we're not going there. So everyone, so that's what I was looking for here with the new refreshed Model S and X. I don't think that's a car I could even tell anyone, hey, go on out there and get the new refreshed S and X, because there's nothing that entices anyone, not even me, to tell somebody that. I couldn't even tell somebody that. Got to make this left turn here. We got a truck here. FSD is still kind of moving here, which I don't mind actually, because we still have to merge here, so this is good. We're coming up on here, everyone, and this truck is coming out to come back in to make the right. I don't know if the truck is that big though to do that. I don't know. I think they could have swung it. Oh, maybe because they don't have steer-by-wire. I guess not. Maybe not. Okay. The last thing, everyone, before we get to Harold's here that I wanted to talk to you all about is, did you see it? Did you see Waymo's announcement that they're going to finally, or they began the process of hopefully entering New York City and having their cars in New York City. Now, everyone, I don't think New York City is ready for driverless cars. I don't believe so. I think they're probably going to do it similar to how they do it right now in California, where they're going to block it off to certain areas. But I don't see Waymo, everyone, even as much miles that they have with utilizing Waymo, I can't see Waymo doing driverless cars in, let's say, Manhattan by 42nd, 34th Street. Nah, that's no way. I don't see that happening. Now, I can see it happening, everyone, in, let's say, for instance, oh, okay, this is good. Oh, that car was about to come on out there, but thankfully FSD kind of saw it there and kind of was okay with it. Everyone, I don't think, going back to Waymo, I think I could see Waymo doing it in, let's say, Brooklyn. I could see it in Brooklyn. I could definitely see it in Brooklyn for sure. Hands down. I could see it in Brooklyn. And I could probably see it in, let's say, Queens. I could see it in Queens, yeah, for sure. Brooklyn, Queens. I could probably, everyone, see it in the Bronx. Yeah, I could see it in the Bronx too as well. But I can't see it in Manhattan. I don't believe so. Not with the amount of people, one, the traffic, the construction, and the patterns of just the traffic just change from time to time. I would be shocked, everyone, to see that in Manhattan. So far, everyone, on this drive, I can say FSD has done pretty well. No disengagements, no accelerated pushes so far. I don't want to knock on wood or anything like that because I don't have no wood, and we still got a minute with 0.2 miles left. I'm hoping I don't have to do anything else. But so far, everyone, this was a good drive. Good drives that I've been on with FSD in quite some time, because other drives have been a little wild here. Now Harold's is somewhere. Oh wow, who would have thought? FSD is turning into the lot here, and then will it keep going? Everyone, if FSD finds a park here, I don't think it is. No, it's not. No, let's just keep it rolling because we got a car in the back of us looking at us like, what the mess is this guy doing? All right, y'all. So let me find a park, and I'll see y'all soon. Everyone, welcome back into the channel. I picked up the pastrami sandwich, like I was saying, the junior sandwich here. It was, everyone, wrapped in a bunch of aluminum foil, though. Two bunches of aluminum foil. But look at this sandwich right here. I gotta hold this thing with two hands and how crazy it is. And the sandwich is leaking out. The stuff is leaking out of this thing. The pastrami is just leaking out of this thing, everyone. But man, look at that sandwich right there. This is a sandwich. And I always say that, everyone. But I think this tops the sandwich here. The only thing, everyone, I paid $29.76 for the sandwich because you had to add $1 with the taxes there. But man, this is a sandwich here. And everyone, this thing right here is the same thing with the other one. Rye bread, pastrami. Let's taste it and see how good this thing is here. Okay. Everyone, this ain't bad. The pastrami on here, everyone, is sweet, is salty. It's got a good texture to it here, okay? And it's definitely has been cooked thoroughly. I gotta say, it's juicy, it's tender. Man, there's so much on the sandwich, okay? Excuse me. Man, this is so much on this sandwich, everyone. But man, this pastrami, yeah, everyone, look at this pastrami right here. Yeah, it's juicy, it's tender. Yeah, it's got all the characteristics. A little smoky on this, actually, too. Yeah, that's a good one, everyone. That's a good one. Yeah, this is a good one. Now, everyone, what I can say, everyone, they give you the coleslaw with this here. And you got the little mustard there and the little pickles there. I'll have to try the pickles a little bit later here. But what I have so far, everyone, right here, is that I think this is good. I don't know, everyone. Actually, no, I do know. I can't say, everyone, without a shadow of a doubt, it wasn't better than a couple of weeks ago when I did on Cat's Deli. And that was in Connecticut, everyone. But this right here is definitely good. But I definitely think, I wish it had some cheese on this and definitely some sort of sauce here for sure. Maybe the mustard might help it there, but I think so far, everyone, this is good. It's probably about an 8 or a 9, I would say, in terms of taste, because it got the flavor in it. You can taste the flavor in this thing for sure. Presentation is definitely on point outside of aluminum foil here. The value for the money, everyone, ooh, that's going to be a tough one. I'll have to look at this later, everyone. But I think right here, everyone, I think this is good. So yeah, this is my review, everyone, on Harold's New York Deli. Okay, so you heard it here first, everyone. So you can't say I didn't tell you so. All right, y'all. I'll catch y'all on the next one. See y'all.